a group of students on 28th December. That was here when the protests by the suspended students were going on. At about 4:15 p.m. near the steps of the administrative building. This is a clear violation of university rules. Then there's a quotation. Norms of functioning for the components of the university community, AC rules and regulations, etc., JNU, something. So what is the rule of supposedly all the forms of coercion such as gheraos, sit-ins, or any variation of the same which disrupts normal academic and administrative functioning of the university are prohibited. Hunger strikes, dharnas and other peaceful and democratic forms of protest and group bargaining shall be conducted with restraint, that is at a distance of 20 meters away from the administrative and academic complex. So we did not measure 20 meters. This is the problem. Next time let us come with measure tape. Okay. Then in addition, posters calling for a protest, public meeting at administrative building on 30th today have mentioned your name. Also mentioned your name. And your name. It's mentioned everybody's name, right? But it's mentioned my name. We request you not to violate university rules again. We are violating it right now. This is not a rule. We don't accept this rule. It's not a rule of the university that we cannot address our students wherever we like. We will address them in the classroom, outside the classroom. Go for it. Violation of university rules and regulations will attract disciplinary action. They'll suspend us. So this issues with the approval of the competent authority. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize you were so excited.
Continue. You have
No, but then you
honor to meet you. Who's telling you? You are a speaker also.
I know, but they were here for such a long time. Okay. There's almost nothing more to say. There are 3 points that I think we would all make. I saw that Lata was giving you the details of the AC meeting, which you all know by now. You must have read, and if you haven't read, please read, please circulate Ranjani Mazumdar's piece in The Wire. Ranjani Mazumdar has written in The Wire in detail about what happened at the Academic Council. Please read it, please circulate it, and Lata also explained that basically they are violating every procedure possible. Standing committee procedures, AC procedures, minutes are manipulated, minutes are cooked up, they push it through, they don't allow us to speak. When we try to speak, they don't let us speak, we shout, they say you're shouting, you're unruly. So that's one. Conduct of the
Why are you hyper?
Why are you hyper? Why are you overactive, madam? Why are you hyper? He doesn't know. He doesn't have that kind of vocabulary. He just said, madam, why are you overactive? So please don't put this up on YouTube, guys. Everything doesn't have to go up on YouTube. Stop it now. So really, seriously, don't do it. I mean, you record it, but don't put it up on YouTube. It's quite pointless. Don't do it. Anyway, so this is the way. So that is point number 1, that the AC is being treated like his personal fiefdom, and the VC and his team are doing what they like in the AC, and they realize that the AC is not compliant. Everybody doesn't shout, but they are quiet, they are strong, they speak up when it is their turn. All right. So that's number 1. It's not. We are not going to let it happen so easily. Number 2, the point that we want to make is that we reject the UGC notifications. We will not accept it. It is about, there are other UGC notifications that have not been accepted by all universities. There is such a thing as university autonomy. The UGC is not our boss. This is not a corporation. The VC is not the CEO of a corporation. This is a university. And what's more, the UGC norms are norms. They cannot, they are not our paymasters. You're our paymasters.
Not mandatorily.
Not at all. The public of India is our paymasters. Those who pay taxes from the small amounts of salary that they earn, not the Ambanis who avoid taxes. We don't owe the UGC anything, and we will not accept that gazette because that gazette is completely and totally anti-constitutional. It goes against Supreme Court directives, and it is completely unjust. It is against social justice. Social justice is not a gift to anybody. Social justice is our right. It is the right of everybody to live in a society that is just. and it is important for our intellectual practice that we have students from every section of society in our classrooms. That's what makes us better teachers. That's what makes us better scholars. This is no gift to anybody. It is our right and we cannot let it go back. Point number 2. And a third point is the suspension of the students is entirely unwarranted. The Vice Chancellor has been in such a rush to claim that the AC was completed and all proceedings were done that his press statement contradicts his show cause notice. His press statement says the meeting was over when the students entered. The show cause notice says you disrupted the meeting. The meeting was over. When the meeting was over, despite our saying it's not over, he got up, he left, he's the chairperson. When the chairperson gets up from his table and goes to the back of the room to the exit through which he enters, he doesn't enter like normal people from the front, he enters from the back. And then he was leaving. When he's leaving, the meeting is over. One door was locked from outside, the other door was open. Students came in through that. There was no breaking of any lock, there was no disruption of any meeting, there was no violence, there was slogans. This is Satrupa calling me. Where are you, Satrupa? They shouted slogans. Shouting slogans is it's absolutely okay. It's our democratic right, and we will be here. We will address students. This is our space. We will not hand this over to the RSS.